Hey guys, it's Kerry with the Walkin on the Boulevard podcast. Hope you guys are doing good out there in Elvis land. I am back for part 2 of my Brooke Wright BAM podcast. Like I said in the last one, I recently found out that Brooke is going to be competing. He picked up some jumpsuits. I saw him. I do this Elvis family get-together thing every year for a late Christmas, and this year we did it a few weeks ago, and he stopped by. He lives in Nashville, and we do this in Gallatin, which is pretty close to Nashville. So he and Kevin swung by, and Brooke had picked up some jumpsuits, so he tried them on and showed them to us. And so anyway, I decided to do this podcast to kind of support his decision to go into competing for the Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist Competition. He will be competing at the end of this month, this is March, at the Nashville Elvis Festival. I almost said Elvis Film Festival because I'm a filmmaker, but no, I doubt there's going to be any films there. There could be, but I doubt it. It's the Nashville Elvis Festival. You can go on Facebook and you can find their homepage, or you can go to Brooke Wright's Facebook page, and he'll have the information on there about when it'll be taking place, when he'll be performing, and all that good stuff. So I want to kick this one off with another song. This one is just Brooke. Brooke is singing here. He did a show I believe it was last November at Marlowe's, and this is him doing a great song called Bridge Over Troubled Water. It's a Simon Garfunkel song, but I personally prefer Elvis's version. It's much more powerful, even though their version is good as well, but I just really love Elvis's version. And here's Brooke doing the Elvis version of Bridge Over Troubled Water at Marlowe's.
When you're feeling small, when the tears are in your eyes, I will dry them. I won't go insane. Oh, it's and friends just can't be found. Oh, like a bridge over I will lay me down like a bridge over I will lay me down.
Yeah, we were trying to decide what we were going to do in November, but it was like so hard in November because everybody's going to be doing Thanksgiving stuff and getting ready for Christmas. And we then looked at October. Well, Mama said don't do it on the 6th because that's right there Monday close. Well, then I didn't want the 13th, so it's too close to Friday the 13th.
When you're on the street,
y'all can have a big turkey.
when evening falls so hard,
So it's hard in October.
I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, don't be scores and the pain is all around. Yeah. has come to shine all your dreams on the way. See how they shine.
When I told Colin Paul I was going to be doing this podcast, he recorded some audio clips, and he recorded one special for Brooke. So, Brooke, check this out. This is recorded for you. This is him letting you know that he's behind you all the way. So, check it out. This is Colin Paul for Brooke Wright.
Hey Brooke, I just want to wish you all the very best, my friend, with the competition. I know you're going to do fantastic. I admire your strength, I admire your guts, and I admire the ability that you've got to get through this. I know it's going to be a great experience for you, and I know you're going to do really, really well. Thinking of your brother all the way from across the pond. Catch you later.
I want to do one more song from that same show. This is a song that every Elvis fan that goes to the events like Elvis Week or any of the contests, they all know this song. It's a really, really popular song, probably the most requested song at Elvis Week. But the funny thing is, I don't think it was ever a single. I think it was just on an album. And so your casual Elvis fans, the people who don't go to the events, they don't really know this song, and you never hear it on the radio unless it's like serious radio playing. And it's a song called Just Pretend, but it's huge in the like inner circle. So check it out. This is Brooke doing Just Pretend at Marlowe's this past November. Marlowe's is a hot spot in Memphis, in case you're not aware. Elvis even ate there back in the day. So enjoy it. It's Just Pretend.
Just pretend I'm holding you and whisper things soft and low. Think of me, how it's gonna be. Just pretend I didn't know. If you need me, you know what to do. Fun good thing, I'll be back again. Just pretend I'm right there with you, and I'll come flying to you. But I can't recall the things you say or what you cry. cold. I belong there by your side, and I'll come flying to you again. All the crying is through. Oh, I will hold you and love you again.
Anything else? Alright, everybody else right here.
I'm going to wrap up with the second half of my interview that I did at Elvis Week 2018 with Brooke Wright and his guitarist Kevin Williams. This is a long interview, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm struggling a little bit with my voice, so I decided I didn't want to do a whole lot of talking in this one, so I just let the interview clips and the songs kind of carry these two episodes. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back for more podcasts, and hopefully my voice will sound better on the next one. Gonna wrap up with the interview clip and then go straight into Brian Clark's closing number, which is Can't Help Falling in Love. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Well, when you started over there, were there any other bands? Were you guys the only band?
There was one other band, and man, I honestly can't remember the name of the band. I mean, I can remember that they had a guy that played upright bass.
That's cool.
I can't remember the name of the band. But there was that one other band, and there were a couple of Elvis weeks where they went on before we did.
Yeah.
Because I remember having to kind of stand back and wait for them to get their stuff off the stage so we could set up.
Yeah.
And they were good. I just don't remember the name of them, and I haven't seen them in many years out here.
A lot of people have moved on. There's not that many of the regulars
Yeah.
left.
Yep.
Well,
I'm missing out. It's still fun. The spirit's still there. The music's still there. Now we're still coming out and bringing it.
you guys are. But even though it wasn't a packed house today, everybody here seemed to be having a really good time.
That's what we try to do.
How are your home shows different from your Elvis Week shows?
It's Nashville. That's all you gotta say.
Well,
it's unless you're playing country downtown on Broadway, and them guys that play down there work their butts off. They'll play a 4-hour set with no breaks, and they're making tips. And everybody that's down there goes down there to be heard. It's almost like Los Angeles, the acting thing, without the tan. You know, we'd rather play car shows or some kind of festival or a corporate party or do something like that, or some more like a music venue than any of the Broadway stuff. It's like I told Brooke, I got no desire to drag my gear down there and try to get in one of those bars.
yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yep.
And
I know enough people. It's just you get up on stage, play 3 songs, and sit in with a band.
But I think like you know, the energy level is no different.
No,
the
it's the
energy
same.
level is the same.
That's just us.
The work, the passion, everything's the same. And really, one of the only differences, besides obviously just the material that we're playing itself, is, you know, we still will do Elvis material in the shows, and sometimes I wonder even if Kevin and Jason and the rest of the band even catch on to it. But sometimes when we're playing and we're doing those, you know, regular BAM shows and we get to some of those Elvis tunes, I almost just kind of judge it off of the audience and the crowd, and it at home when we do those, it will dictate how I sing that song. So if I feel like this is the kind of crowd that will probably dig the authentic Elvis thing, then vocally I'll do what I did here tonight, which is to really sing the song like Elvis, you know, to my best ability. And then other times, Kevin can tell you, we'll do an Elvis song, you know, like Steamroller Blues, for example,
do it a lot slower
and we'll slow the song way, way, way down, like an old bluesy, smoky bluesy song. And I mean, I'll just completely change the way that I sing the song and just wail on it, man, and just do something totally different. So that's one of the things that's kind of different about, we still always have Elvis songs in our shows. We always stay true to kind of what we started on, but I just kind of pick and choose how I'm going to sing it when we do our normal shows.
And Suspicious Minds, it don't matter how many times we played that, where we played it, who we played it for, it always gets a great reaction.
It does.
Never fails. That song.
Everybody knows that song.
Yeah, never fails.
First time you introduced one of your own songs into an Elvis show, were you afraid of what the reactions were going to be? Because everybody here's playing Elvis songs.
Yeah, that was.
And not only that, the
was
first time we ever did it was at Elvis Week.
Yeah.
And the first one we did was 2 songs.
Was The King was one of them, wasn't it?
The King.
Which I don't even remember that one.
I know, man.
We used to got videotapes.
I wrote that song and can't remember it. But we had
got standing ovation, people crying. I mean,
we had a song called The King, and then we had a song called You Make Me Crazy, which was kind of a 50s sort of thing with an acoustic guitar. And those were the first 2 original songs. We did The King and we did You Make Me Crazy at Elvis Week.
We did The King one year.
Yeah.
We need to go find that tape and bring that thing back.
You need to. I want to hear that.
And yeah, I was definitely nervous as to how it would be. And you know, back then, let's call them the rules, right, were a lot looser. You know, you remember back then, people could come and perform in jumpsuits at the tent, you know, and you could pretty much sing or do whatever you wanted to do. So, I knew that it would be okay if we did our own original songs, like from the standpoint of we wouldn't get in trouble for doing it. I just wasn't sure how people were going to react to it. And what I found out was we did it before we should have, because I remember doing some of those songs and then people wanting copies of them and we hadn't recorded them.
Yeah.
You know, like how can we get that song? And it's like, oh, you can't.
That's a live version only. It's like that song, The King, was basically said the king will never die, is what it was saying.
Yep.
And I still remember some of the lyrics. Is he walking the streets of Memphis, a face nobody knows?
Or the second floor of Graceland where no one ever goes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really, when we did it, we were really nervous, and everybody stood up in the middle of the song.
They did.
With hands in the air.
Kind of like that whole American Trilogy thing, you know, no matter how many times everybody stands up.
Yeah.
Everyone stood up on the song, man, and it was kind of like, whoa. And then the strangest thing is, that was probably...
That was 90.
That was probably 20 years ago, and we haven't done that song since.
Yeah.
Why? Bring it back.
We got to find it.
I want to hear it.
We don't have none. I mean, because
the lyrics that we just quoted, you are literally the
remember.
only lyrics I can remember to the song. So,
I know the song was capoed on the guitar, but as far as the chords, I can't remember.
Yeah,
I can't remember one of them, but it would be easy to come back.
But just for Carrie, we're gonna figure that one out.
We need to do that one down here.
Maybe next year, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you what a fantastic, and I'd like to do this song especially for you. From Blue Hawaii.